Chelsea destroy Barcelona. Welcome back to the channel, football fans. Tonight we witnessed an absolute disaster for Hansi Flick's Barcelona, who were completely outplayed in a 3-0 defeat at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea dominated from start to finish with goals from Count OG, Estevao and Liam Delap, while Barca collapsed after Araujo's red card. In this video we break down every major moment. Flick's brutally honest reaction after the match. What went wrong tactically for Barcelona. Why Chelsea's intensity and physicality destroyed Barca. And the 3 biggest lessons from this humiliating night. Stay tuned. Flick has made a huge promise to Barcelona fans and we're going to explain exactly what it means for the future of the club. Let's get into it. Barcelona were soundly beaten by Chelsea in their Champions League showdown clash at Stamford Bridge, with the Premier League side emerging as 3-0 winners following goals from Jules Count OG, Estevao and Liam Delap. As per Diario AS, head coach Hansi Flick gave his assessment of a disappointing night for his Barcelona side. We started very well and had a big chance to score the first goal. Then the red card changed the game. It's not easy to come back against this Chelsea team with 10 players. We have to accept this defeat. It has been a lot with 1 player less. And Chelsea are a very good team with the ball. I think we have to be positive. For example, Rafinha is back, Rashford has played at a good level. We have no choice but to be positive. Flick also reacted to Ronald Araujo's red card in the first half, which made it an uphill task for Barcelona to get anything from the match in West London. The first yellow, I don't know what happened. I have to speak with him and see the video. He shouldn't have gone in like that for the second foul. It was not the right move, but it can happen in football. Flick offers hope for the future. Despite it being an extremely difficult and disappointing night for Barcelona, Flick chose to be optimistic for the future. He believes that his side will drastically improve in their performances over the coming weeks, starting with their next fixture against the Laves at the Spotify Camp Nou, which takes place on Saturday. Hansi Flick assured supporters that they will soon witness a very different Barcelona. He explained that the team's training intensity has risen sharply and that the overall attitude is nothing like it was 6 weeks ago. In other words, despite the disappointment, he believes the foundations for improvement are already in place. 3 takeaways from Chelsea 3-0 Barcelona. The night could hardly have gone worse for Barcelona. What was supposed to be another chapter in one of the Champions League's most iconic rivalries ended with Flick's men completely outclassed. Chelsea and Barcelona have shared countless unforgettable moments, from Iniesta's legendary strike in 2009 to early battles featuring a young Messi, but this encounter was worlds apart from those classics. Instead of drama and brilliance, Barcelona delivered one of their worst performances under Flick. Or Lionel Messi's introduction in 2005 when Asier del Horno was led a merry dance in West London. Talking of dancing feet, Ronaldinho's spectacular effort that bamboozled just about the entire Chelsea defense. But the 2025 vintage was very different indeed and ended up being an absolute nightmare for the visitors. No fight and no desire from Barca. Although Culers would love Barca to win every game in a certain manner, sometimes the sleeves have to be rolled up, and any effort from the opponents has to be more than matched. There was nothing whatsoever in this regard from the Catalans to get excited about on the night. The lackluster showing was due in part to Chelsea's energy, intensity, physicality and tempo throughout. However, that shouldn't even be a talking point from Barca's point of view. Players were routinely bullied off the ball, consistently threw up their arms when not getting every decision, and were more often than not second best to the ball. Ultimately, for Hansi Flick and company, it was one of the worst Barca performances of his tenure. Cucurella returns to haunt Barca as goal-scoring run ends. Let's be honest, Chelsea do actually have a half-decent team. The likes of Estevao, Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo et al. Would grace any team, and they're second in the Premier League for a reason. Marc Cucurella also enjoyed a good night against his former employers, teeing up the opening goal, even though he looked offside, and walked off with the MVP award. Physicality is all well and good too, but there were plenty of occasions when Chelsea's dirty tricks left a sour taste in the mouth. Trevoh Chalobah's studs-up challenge on Robert Lewandowski and his blatant push on Fermin Lopez, which could have seen Barca awarded a penalty, were 2 of at least half a dozen instances in the first half alone that the officials appeared to believe were within the rules of the game. Chelsea defensive work also ensured that Barcelona's historic streak of 53 consecutive matches scoring came to an end at Stamford Bridge. They did have their chances, and Ferran Torres will wonder how he missed, but Flick's side finally failed to find the back of the net for the first time since playing Leganés on December 15, 2024. Another Araújo head loss. Many times in these columns I've espoused that Ronald Araújo is not Barcelona captain material, and just as many times I've been met with pushback. Before Ronald Araújo was sent off, his impact on the match was almost non-existent. He made just one interception, didn't register a single tackle, and failed to show the leadership expected from Barcelona's captain. His unnecessary aggression earned him a yellow card, and the reckless challenge on Marc Cucurella that followed only made things worse. After the final whistle, Hansi Flick addressed the media following Barcelona's painful 3-0 defeat against Chelsea. Despite the disappointment, the coach made it clear that he believes things will improve. Flick promised the fans that a better version of Barcelona is on the way, saying he sees positive signs every day in training and feels the team is transforming compared to 6 weeks ago. Though the loss was heavy, he remains confident that performances will rise as key players return and the squad regains rhythm. The Catalan Giants were second best against the Blues, and had to play over half the game with 10 men after Ronald Araújo's sending off, but Flick says his team will get better. We will see a better Barca in the future. That is what I can promise now. I see how we train, he told reporters. The team is different than 6 weeks ago. Players are coming back and increasing the quality of training. I have this feeling and I think positive. Flick also spoke about Barcelona's opponents and how his players can learn from Enzo Maresca's side. When you see Chelsea, they play more dynamic in the 1v1 situations. This is what I want from my team, he added. Sometimes we try to control the game, but here against a club playing in the Premier League, second in the table, it's not like that. We have to fight a little bit more and play more aggressive. We started the game well. We had the chance to score the first goal and then everything changed after the red card. The result leaves Barcelona with just 7 points from 5 games, and Flick admitted qualification will be tricky. It will be very difficult, but anything is possible. What a shocking night in London. Barcelona were outworked, outplayed, and outclassed, and Flick didn't hide from the truth. But despite this painful defeat, the coach insists that a new Barcelona is coming, with players returning, intensity growing, and improvements already visible in training. The big question now is, will Flick's promise come true? Can Barcelona bounce back against Alaves this weekend? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think this is just a temporary setback, or a sign of deeper problems at the club? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more breaking updates on Barcelona, the Champions League, and all major football stories. Thanks for watching, and as always, we'll see you in the next one.